Hey, hello, how's it going today? Hope you're doing great. Just a moment of your time before we get started. We'll get to some good stuff here in a minute, but before we do, I just wanted to say I'm glad that you're here. And whether you came from Facebook or came here from another YouTube page, I just wanted to say thank you for clicking on my video link. And a small channel like mine is entirely dependent on your likes and shares, so please click down below on the like button and feel free to share this video on Facebook or any other social. And once again, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay, good morning. As you can see, it is fairly clear still this morning. So I have my liners out and I don't have my rain gear on. It did rain some last night, as you can see here. Just trying to shake some of this water off because it's more comfortable to deal with it when it's not all just drenched. But I'm going to have to take this out when I get home and let it dry. So now I got to unstrap it here. Oh, it's on that side. And the cover doesn't fit quite so perfectly with the tail bag instead of the box on there, but it still fits pretty dang good, considering it's for a completely different kind of bike. What the heck are we stuck in? Okay. So, just take this like this and roll it up. Keep all the wet and gross and all that inside, just like with the rain gear. This isn't as easy to do on the bike as it is on something flat. Okay, there we go. Condensation underneath it, and getting ready to get started already on the road over here. That's why I'm heading out already. Oh, there it is. And I need to remind myself before I leave to send a text home so that they know where I'm at. Since I learned yesterday that there's no cell service with T-Mobile, apparently anywhere except downtown Tillamook. Okay. Now, this goes in here. And these are just, got two of these. This one and the other one's like neon green. But I got them cheap. They're just cheapo. Nothing fancy ones. And the biggest difference is they don't have the air relief valve. Which means you can't just stuff stuff in there and then roll it up. You gotta squeeze all the air out of it as you go. Because once you start closing it up, it seals up and then that air is caught in there with no way to bleed it out. Okay, come on. Okay, so there's that. Anyway, I'll just put the bag on there. My helmet bag's got all my stuff that's going to go in the tail bag here. Then I got to go turn in my key and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and pause you and get everything all ready to go. And then once I'm ready to head out of here, I'll bring you back. Okay. Okay, well, I've let Mom and Dad know I'm about to hit the road, so somebody has an idea where I'm at. Now we just need to get the gloves on and get going. Slightly better position today. My pack, I changed the way everything was in there, kind of stacked it taller and narrower, so I've got a little more space here. And if you look to the left, you'll see that there is a bit of fog out on the water, but it is a little clearer today than it was yesterday, so hopefully things will clear more. That storm, they keep going back and forth on the storm up north. We're going to have to kind of play it by ear at this point, because I don't think they have any idea what is really going to happen. So Okay. Oh, jeez. A little closer to that island than I thought I was. Okay, I'm gonna put my gloves on or anything. I'm just gonna get on it right over there. Just to get out of the way of the pump. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and pause these because no reason to sit here and film the gas station for 10 minutes, so. Okay, and it was a nice little stop for breakfast. It's a nice little store here. Ironically has way more edible food in it than the grocery store did. If only this place had been in Garibaldi, I could have had a completely different experience for dinner last night, but what I found at the store worked out alright anyway. And secondary mission is accomplished. I was able to find Mom's Marionberry jam. They didn't have syrup, but they had jam, so. Now I'm just getting my gloves back on here, and we'll hop on, and just gonna go that way and see what we can find here in Seaside. Okay. Oh. Let's turn this on. Oop. Helps push the right button. And we're about 2 hours, 10 minutes. So that's ideal time, probably 2.5 hours total from home. So once we are done exploring here, I'll probably need to make a bathroom break, and we'll have to swap out the battery because we're down to about half on that 360 back there, which should be enough to just kind of look around Seaside here and see what we can see. There's the back of the police station, Napa Auto and Truck Parts. Oh, turn signal still on. And it's a little after 10 right now, so I have to remember 10:30 or 10:40. Somewhere in there is my battery change. It's too bad this wind noise doesn't come through on the audio because it actually sounds kind of like a church choir. It's all like ooh in my helmet, and it's like I thought there was music playing at first, and then I realized it's just the wind singing in my helmet as I look around. This lower speed, it's not abrasive, it's just kind of musical. This guy in the van behind me, I think, was trying to see if he could park on top of me at the stop sign. 388 JTT. I think he wants to find out how big a boot is in his ass. Good, he turned. Seamus's rocks. I don't know if you could see that on the camera or how clear it was on the camera, but I could have taken the selfie stick off of the mount and smacked the front of that van with it. I'm gonna go this way. Riverside Suites. The ocean's over here. That end of these roads I think could make it a little easier to recognize. Civic and Convention Center, Inn at Seaside, Salt Line. I don't know if that Shiloh Inn we stayed at years and years ago is here. They didn't show it on that sign that I was reading when we were coming in. Lady of Victory. The resort at Seaside. I'm not at all certain, but I was thinking that was where the Shiloh Inn was, so I don't know if it used to be there and they sold it or... Oh, the Promenade, that was... Oh, come on. I hate being right between gears. First is too low, second's too high. No left. Okay, yeah. This looks a little more familiar. Maybe it was this Promenade Inn and Suites that was the Shiloh Inn. Maybe Mom will remember. Sand Dollar Square. Another Moe's Seafood and Chowder. And there's... Yeah, I think it was that one. There's the ocean. Seaside at the Seaside. Let's get out of here. Having to remind myself I'm not in the truck. It's okay to slip the clutch and work the friction zone. Do that in the truck and then you make smoke and wonderful smells. And check this little place out here. And I'm not planning on being in here for more than a minute or two, so we'll just let you keep recording there. And I'll be back. And we'll probably just change the battery and take a little cruise around and head out. choke cherry syrup. And little historical factoid. Choke cherry is the cherry that they originally used in cherry coke. Dang. Sorry about that. And hot fudge. Now we need to find something for Dad, because Dad eats too. Oop. That was the critical threshold. I just lost connection to my phone. Holy garlic mustard sauce. Well, strawberry rhubarb syrup. Have a good day. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put these in the bag, not the tail bag, because it's pretty full.
BMW, right?
Honda.
Honda. It's just the BMW Honda looks exactly the same from one time ago. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you.
You too.
I'll have to review the video on that. I'm not entirely sure what he said. Need to get a sticker made for my helmet that says, "I can't hear you, I have earplugs in." I caught that he was saying something about BMWs and Hondas. Not entirely sure what exactly he was saying. Sounded like he was saying something about they're the same or something. And they're not really, but not sure how you might know what brand my bike is. Not sure how you could possibly tell by looking, but granted, I did try to take those off, but they painted it into the clear coat, so you can't. No right turn on red. Okay, we went in that way, so whoa. Slippery glove. Salmon River Smokehouse. So, looks like there's still a few things here in town. Most of them aren't open yet for the day or the season, possibly. I'm not really sure which. This is a town best visited in fair weather. You can park and just meander through town. As you could probably, sorry bug flying into my face here. As you could probably tell over there's a little bit hectic. It's probably not the best place to pull in and just ride around looking for parking spots and stuff, especially during the on season. There's a lot more foot traffic and a lot more people to dodge. But there's a bunch of little shops and stuff down that one way that I didn't go down. That was the main drag that I was looking for before. And we're back where we started. Okay. It's 10:30. So that battery didn't make it quite what I was expecting it to. But that's okay, because like I said before, I changed it. Now we're good to go now. Christ, I could have swore I just looked at it and it said 1, but apparently not. The antique mall. Not open. Oh, it says, oh yeah, it says yes, we're open. I thought it said sorry, we're closed. Wow. Maybe I should have bought more coffee before I left the shop back there. Come on, people. What the hell are we doing? Okay, this is the one that I want here. Seaside Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center with the big giant chair out front there. Public bathroom. Huh. I thought we already passed the convention center. Oh, it's down now. Okay, yeah, we did. Okay, sorry, brain fart. Nice little sailboat there. Nice by which I mean, look, a sailboat, because it's really not very nice. Look, a squirrel. Oh, god damn. Anyway, as the coffee is slowly making its way into my brain and turning parts of it on, we're heading out. Like I said before, we got a little over 2-hour ride straight through. I'm going to have to stop in an hour and change the battery on the 360. Not sure exactly where we'll be at that point. I might go ahead and just stop and get gas and do all that good stuff at the same time if I'm somewhere where there's a station. Don't you do it. The guy in the Toyota looked like he was going to run the light. But yeah, we'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear. I may end up having to stop and put on rain gear. As I said, that storm, they don't have any idea what it's actually going to do. They've changed it over the last week since I set up my reservation at the hotel. It's changed like 10 times, sometimes 3 or 4 times in one day. So looks like fog or dust up here. I'm really not sure. I got my visor open. Holy Jesus, the roads are like frickin' survival challenge. I don't know if you saw that on the camera, but all of a sudden the big ditches here. So there was like a 4-inch deep ditch right in front of me. Now I lost my train of thought. I got my visor open. I'm not really sure if this is dust or fog. It stinks and it's not really moist. So I don't know if it's dust or smoke or what it is, but it could just be fog. God, these roads are something else. I thought Washington's roads were bad. So yeah, they on the beach at Ocean Shores. Wow, they advertise everywhere but where you are on them. Their billboards. So here we are heading out. This is Gearhart. It's kind of like a little tacked on piece of Seaside, but I'm going to go ahead and close up my visor because we're getting up to
speed here. And from here it's just going to be riding, I mean, if something comes along and catches my eye, we can stop and check it out, but I don't remember seeing anything on the way in that looked like I might want to stop and check it out, so it's probably just going to be riding from here until we get back home. So And time to check that camera. Oh, that's a lot harder to do than it should be. Let's see here. Where are we at? Oh, it still shows half a battery. Okay, well, we're good then. I'll wait, get up here and stop for gas. It'll probably die in like 2 seconds now, but okay, well, coffee is in and cooking me. Had a snack / light lunch. No signal, of course. I was gonna send a message and let them know where I'm at, but I can't because Terrible Mobile has terrible service. So
As we can see, things still look pretty nice around here for storm. I'm just going to take a visit here. Just pull right in here and you can get a look. There's that catamaran. Oh, I just wanted to get a good look at this catamaran on the video.
Okay. Just don't climb up on it, okay?
Oh, I was just gonna do a loop here and get in so I could see it on the footage.
Yeah, there's a flyer up by the front door for both of them.
Alright.
Buy one.
Yeah, well, they've been here as long as I've lived out here, and I've stopped and looked at them before, but I do a YouTube channel now, and I've mentioned them, and I just wanted to get up here so I could get a little better view of them. You can't really see the big one from the road.
They were both, the little one was sold. He was supposed to come back last year, and he didn't come back.
Oh.
So I gotta put it up back on the market, and then the other one is mine.
Anyway, she said there's flyers up on by the door. Don't climb up on it. It would be kind of hard for me to do. But anyway, here's a little better view of it. It's kind of hard to really get a perspective from the roadway. So get a little closer here. And this one in front of me, as you can see, that boat under it is probably a little bit bigger than my boat. It's just like 3 stories tall. Immense. She said the little one sold. The guy was supposed to come back last year and pick it up. And he didn't come back. So it's going to go back on the market. I could live on one that size. Of course, last I saw the price on it was $3.2 million. That was like 7 years ago, but yeah, so I figured I'd go ahead and swing in and get a little better view of them. Seeing them from the roadway is just not the same. They look a lot smaller when you're out here on the highway than they do here in the parking lot. So now you can see how big they are. Wonder if she lives in that one or if she's restoring it to get it back on the water.
Anyway, here we are at Mom and Dad's. So, hey, Coach Lou. Oh, there's Dodo the Bobo. Doesn't even know I'm here. Too busy barking at Coach Lou. I'm home, and I can tell you I am worn out. But the bags performed great. This one, like I said before, I'm going to have to look at. This is not a spot that was intended to tie it. And as you can see, it's moved and pulled open the Velcro, and that's allowed this to migrate. I had it on this one before. That worked better. I think that's where it was. I'm not entirely sure. But next time, I think what I'm going to do is go from like here back to here, so that this hinges, and it does that, and it gets annoying because this is tapping you on the back the whole time, but it's secure. It's not going to fall off the bike. It just rocks. And I want to try and figure out a little better way of cutting down. I'd like to get a different pack. I know Nelson Rigg has another series of bags in this lineup. I want to see if maybe I can find something I can repack these in that will attach up here to these, because this is not very, I mean, even with the straps on here, it bounces over the bumps, and I can feel it jerking on the bike, and I don't like that because this rack isn't intended for, and I grabbed this one, but this isn't what I'm talking about. You can see this is actually strapped to the support for the side bag, and this bag is already pushing the limits on that, the weight limit on that support already. So adding extra from this, and when you bounce you get shock load, and that's not what I want. I don't want to end up breaking this bracket or overstressing it because this thing's on here bouncing. Before, this was on the box and I was able to secure it to the lid, and I don't know, I'll put a picture from my Yakima trip with that on the box. There just wasn't a good way to secure it because this is the straps I have for it, obviously, and these are really close to the width on here, so you can see it's not, I could get them through there, but it was a battle. And the other option was to go through these, but then I have to take it off every time I open the bag. It would be nice, Nelson Rigg, if you're watching this, that's my cover in there. It has a stuff sack with it. If I could get that stuff sack in this set up so I could just hook that on here, and then my cover was up here, I could probably stuff that other stuff elsewhere and do away with that. Lots of bugs today, and we are dead center in the middle of the time frame. They said this thunderstorm was rolling in, so we got lucky on that. We will see, as far as it might come rolling in later tonight, and that's fine because I'm home now and I'm not riding in it. That's it. So once again, please like and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions for destinations in the Southwest Washington, Northwest Oregon area, that's kind of where I'm keeping for right now. Feel free to send them to me. Comment below. Let me know what you like about the videos, what you'd like to see different in the videos, the proportion on the videos, if you know, the writing and destination balance is not how you think it should be. Go ahead and let me know on that too. So I can make changes. I mean, if you're not happy with what you're seeing, the only way I'm going to know is if you let me know. So feel free to send me a comment, send me an email. My contact is in the channel information link. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and see you next time.